Hello. Hi.
Hi, good morning.
The link seemed to have helped that you sent.
Oh, good. Maybe the link got weird or something.
Yeah, I don't
Who
know what
knows?
happened. Yeah.
Well, Shana Tova to you and Ari.
Same to you, Shana Tova. I hope you have a nice visit with Deborah. Tell her and her family Shana Tova from us.
I will. Thank you.
Okay.
For sure. It's going to be hot today.
Oh, yeah.
Hot already.
I know.
So let me just get organized here.
Yeah, take your time. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just
Mute.
mute time. Oh, and speaker. I'm half asleep today. Sorry about that. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's start standing, Tadasana. Find your alignment. Take a quick scan of your body. See where you're tight or where you are today. Hands to heart, eyes closed. What we're going to do is something a little different with our breathing today. With each inhale, we're going to add an extra second or breath. Not breath, but we're going to hold it for an extra one. So I'll lead and then you'll take over. Starting together. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, 2. Exhale, 2. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you continue and you stop where it's comfortable. Nice deep breathing. Two more big breaths. You can keep your eyes closed or open. Bring your arms down to your sides, palms open outward. Big inhale up through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Inhale up, exhale out. Inhale up, exhale out. Last time, inhale up, Exhale out. Opening the eyes. We're going to do a little micro bend as we inhale up. So looking up as you inhale, inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. So you're pushing your pelvis forward, arching your back, exhale down. 2 more times, inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Very good. Warming up the spine and so forth. If you have a blanket handy, take your blanket or pillows or whatever you have, place it in front of you, and I'll do it sideways so you can see better. We're going to place our heels on the floor and our toes on the blanket, and now correct your posture. Your feet are hip width apart. You can feel your hamstrings starting to open, your Achilles. If you want to take your hands up and down, inhale up and down, inhale up and down. 1 more time, inhale up and down. That's a really good exercise for the Achilles and the calves and waking up the hamstrings. We're going to do the same thing. And again, if you don't have a blanket, you could just go onto your toes. But again, your toes are on the floor, heels are on the blanket, nice long spine, and inhale up and down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 1 more time, inhale, exhale. Put your blanket to the side. Very simple but effective way of waking up the legs. So we're going to continue waking up the legs. Make sure your stance is in alignment. Feet are parallel beneath the hips. Core is working. And now we're just going to go up in 3 counts onto our toes. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. Down. 2, 3. Up. 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. Down. 2, 3. Up. 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. And let's go down in 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to do that second one last time. Up. 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. Down with control. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well done. Shake those legs out. And let's find our balance today. Find your focus. Let's lift the right toes onto the floor. Nice. Your core is working here. Your glutes are working. Everything is working. This leg is strong. Grounding down on your left foot. Place your right foot on the base of just above your ankle. You can take your arms up if you want. And for those who want to go higher today, placing it on the inner thigh. Find your balance. You can have your hands at your heart or out above. Or if you have really good balance, take them high. If you have your balance, shoulders away from the ears, keeping your focus. Breathing nice and evenly. When you're ready, come down with control, very slowly. Very good. Shake out that left foot that's taken all the weight, and we'll do it on the other side. So find your alignment before we get started. Left toes on the floor. Place that foot on the calf, finding your focus. One side may be easier than the other. If you need to finding your focus. Hands can be wherever they want to be today, where you find more comfort. Breathing. Up. Focusing. You're ready to come down slowly with some control and shake out that right leg. Okay, back to Tadasana. Nice long spine, shoulders are rolling backward, navel to the spine. And we're going to roll down very slowly, waking up the hamstrings and the spine, bending the knees all the way down. Head is heavy, arms are heavy. You can bend and stretch at your own pace here, waking up those hamstrings. If you want to hang on to your elbows, you can. Try to keep your breath nice and deep here and even. From bent knees, try and get your torso over your body. Hands could be ahead or behind or out, wherever they are, but let's see that tabletop. Neck is long and you're looking straight down to the mat. Hold it, shoulders away from the ears. Your knees are over your feet. Bring the arms down and straighten the legs. Nice deep breathing here. Bending again, finding the flat back table. Don't arch your back here. Your tailbone is trying to go down towards the mat. Nice deep breathing here too. Hold it. On your next inhale, back to full forward fold. You can bend and stretch again. And if you can't straighten your legs, it's okay. We're working it out. We're just building towards that. From here, everyone, hang on to your elbows. Get a little deeper stretch. You can sway side to side if you like. Release the hands and roll up from the straight legs all the way up through the spine. Last thing to come up is the head. Big inhale to Samasthiti here. Very nice. We're going to do that a little faster. I think the hamstrings are warming a little bit. So let's go together. Inhale up. Exhale down. 3 big breaths here. Half forward fold. Elongate that spine. Make sure your core is working. 3 big breaths here. Back to full forward fold. And roll up slowly. Big inhale, back to our original position. We'll take 3 cleansing breaths here before we move forward. So, inhale up. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale up. Exhale out. Inhale up. Exhale out. Very good. Take a big step back with your right foot. Finding that warrior 2 position. So you've got heel to heel alignment here. Bending into that front leg. Hips up diagonal. This knee is over the bent knee is over the foot. Opening up the arms. Shoulders are nice, rolling back. Core is working. Looking over your left finger. Opening and broadening across the collarbone. Back leg is engaged. Make sure you're not rolling on the back foot. And breathe. Nice deep breathing. Just open up this front left hip gently. Take your back hand, place it on your thigh, and let's reach up to the sky. And in fact, what I learned is sometimes we crunch our shoulders if we take our hand from this up. So we're going to take it all the way up and over. So you're not crunching your left shoulder. Looking up if you can. Make sure that shoulder is down, not rolling on the back foot. Two more big breaths. Back to warrior 2. Opening up that chest. Take your left hand on your left thigh, opening up the ribs. Your head can be wherever it's comfortable, looking up or just straight ahead. Shoulders rolling back. Breathing. 2 more big breaths. Back to warrior 2. Make sure that back leg is engaged. Straightening that leg. Turn your foot parallel. And try and bring your toes a little bit in so your heels are wider than your toes. We haven't done this yet, but I see the value of it. And if that's uncomfortable for you, just keep your feet parallel, but make sure you're coming from a nice long spine and roll down very slowly and gently all the way, hanging over, heavy arms, heavy head, breathing deeply. Interlace the fingers behind the back. And on your next inhale, lift those arms as high as they'll go right now. Really reach them out of those shoulder sockets. Keep the legs engaged. Make sure you're not rolling on the outside of your feet. Two more big breaths here. Let your hands drop to the floor. Couple of big breaths here. And roll up slowly with control. All the way up. Turn your right foot towards the front. Now, finding warrior two on the other side. Bending that front foot. Make sure the knee is over the foot. Back leg is engaged, not rolling on the back foot. Open up the arms. Broaden across the collarbones. Push those shoulders back. Use your glutes. Really engage the abs and breathe. Nice deep breathing. Gaze is over the third right finger. Make sure that back shoulder is pushing back. Two more big breaths. Left hand on the thigh. Right arm comes up all this way and up. Make sure you're not crunching the shoulder. Looking up if you can. Breathing. Two more big breaths. Back to warrior two. Really reaching those hands, those arms, feeling it. Two more big breaths. Right hand on, right forearm on thigh, reaching over, feeling the ribs opening up. Looking out or out, wherever you are today with your neck. Breathe into it. Two more big breaths. Back to warrior two. Bend if you can a little deeper into the front knee. Check your alignment, use that core. Straighten the leg, turn the right feet parallel, rolling down. Heavy head, heavy arms, all the way down. Should feel a little easier now, a little more comfortable this position. Make sure you're not rolling on the outer edges of your feet, and by putting your thighs towards the midline, that will really keep you stable and solid. Interlace the fingers behind the back. When you reach those arms high, breathing nice and deeply with evenness. 2 more breaths. Bringing the arms to the floor. Place your left palm on the ground where it's comfortable in the center and open up, twisting, opening up that right arm to the ceiling. Feel that inner thigh waking up, breathing. Push that chest open. Two more breaths. Bring that right hand down. Find your center. And let's do the other side. Right hand stays on the ground. Opening up the left side. Twisting. Reaching up to the ceiling. Legs are engaged. Breathing evenly. Try to ground down on all sides of your feet, pushing your chest forward. Feeling that right inner thigh opening up. Looking up to the ceiling. 2 more breaths. Bring that hand down. Walk your hands out onto your fingertips and try and find a long spine here, flat, flat. So you'll be a little bit at an angle, but no hunching, long spine. Use your core here. Lift the hips, shoulders are rolling back, core is working, head is in line with the spine. And now walk your hands just a little bit forward and find your first modified downward dog, lifting the hips, pushing down on the hands, spreading the fingers, breathing, really lengthen the spine, lift those hips. Breathing nice and even. Watch those shoulders aren't crunching. Keep them nice and open, pushing down, away from the ears. From here, come onto your tippy toes. If you may have to walk your hands a little further out and find that modified downward dog. Lifting the hips. You're really strong in the legs, strong in the arms, really lengthening the spine. Breathing. Place the heels down. Now you've got a little bit longer spine. Well done. Breathing. And very gently bring your knees to the floor. Hip width apart. And come into Balasana, child's pose. Arms can be extended or behind. And just catch your breath there. If you need, if your knees are not great today, or you can put a blanket beneath the knees, or you can put one here if it's hard for you to sit back on your heels. From here, come to all fours, tabletop. Find your alignment. Nice long spine, tabletop, straight, parallel to the ground as much as possible. Use your core. And from here, just sit back and ready, reach the arms. Let the head be heavy. Feel the stretch in the arms, the outer arms, and come back. Again, sitting back on the heels, keeping the palms on the floor. Head is heavy. Breathing nice and evenly here. And back to tabletop. One more time. Pressing back with control all the way. Letting the head go. Reaching those arms as far as they'll go, spreading the fingers. Breathing evenly. And back to tabletop. We'll do a few cat cows and then we can start working the upper body, opening it up. So start from a nice straight spine. Inhale up. Exhale down. Look at the navel. Inhale up. Push those shoulders back. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale up. And exhale down. From here, keeping your hands exactly where they are. Extend both legs into plank. Finding your alignment. No sagging, no hunching. Nice straight spine, pushing back on the heels. Strong arms. Breathing. Try and get those inner elbows towards the front. Use your core. Two more big breaths. Now using your toes, push forward a little bit. And now push back. Push forward a few inches. Push back. Keep your strength in your core. Forward. And back. Two more times forward. And back. Last time forward. And back. Release the knees. Release the toes. Back into Balasana. Building that arm strength. And the core strength. Get your breathing back to normal, nice and easy. Come to all fours. This time place your forearms on the floor, shoulder width apart, and we're going to really just push our shoulders back, lift our hips, push down on our shins, lift our head if we can. Really, this is sort of a modified cobra, or I'm not quite sure how we would describe this, but lift those hips, lift this head, roll the shoulders back. And now extend the legs into low plank. Find your alignment, nice and long. Use your core. Push back on the heels. Fingers are spread, no sagging. Nice long spine. Breathe. Hold it. Using your core here. Two more breaths. Slowly with control, pushing those toes with the toes all the way forward and come down with control to the floor. Take a moment, one hand in front of the other, on top of the other. Take a moment just to catch your breath. Bringing your hands just close to your shoulders, elbows are tucked in. We're going to do a baby cobra here. So lifting up the shoulders, pushing your chest forward, lengthening the legs. Breathe. Two more breaths. And come down. You can put your cheek on the mat. Release your neck a little bit. Breathing. Catching your breath. If you prefer to go back to our forehead on our hands, that's also fine. Let's change sides if we've got our feet on the floor. Elbows are tucked towards the ribs here. Shoulders are still pushing back. Now take your hands a little further down, maybe in line with your breast, your chest. Your feet are kind of hip width apart. I'm going to push up into cobra. So we're going up to our belly button, lifting our neck, not all the way up, but keeping the elbows tucked, pushing the shoulders back, head is high, breathing. Nice, deep breathing. Two more breaths. And rolling down slowly with control. And either place your forehead on your hands or let your feet be on the floor. Catch your breath. Other cheek. Keep your shoulders rolling back towards your spine. This time, let's place our forearms on the floor, shoulder width apart, and we're going to we can curl our toes for a little extra help here to push ourselves forward and lift our head all the way up. Legs are engaged. Very good strengthener for the lower back as well here. Nice deep breathing. Push those shoulders back away from the ears. Two more big breaths. And push up onto your knees, back into Balasana, child's pose. Hands can be extended or behind. Working that lower back, we're going to release it now with this. So ultimately, we really want to try and work towards really finding up dog, upward facing dog position, which is a lot more intense than cobra, but we build our strength by doing cobra, and eventually we reach upward facing dog. So it's very slow and very subtle, but with consistency we get there. So be patient and kind to yourself in the process. From here, walk your hands towards your knees, curl your toes under, and come into our yogi squat, wherever you are today. Hands can be palms up in front, pushing down on the heels. Use your core here, shoulders are pushing back, really elongating that lower spine, those lower vertebrae. If you have your balance, using your core, find your gaze, hands to third eye, focus. You can close your elbows or open them, whatever works for you today. Release the hands and the head if you are low, and walk those hands forward again, back into tabletop, and back into plank. Finding plank again, strong body. Use your core, keep your gaze, keep your breath. Try and turn the inner elbows towards the front of the room, pushing back on the heels. Very good. Two more breaths. This time using your toes, push yourself forward just a little bit, keeping those elbows tucked. Go all the way down slowly with control, chaturanga, into cobra, or wherever you are today. Up dog, strong arms, lifting the chest and the head, rolling those shoulders back. Breathing. Two more big breaths. Really open up that chest. Come down slowly, keeping those elbows tucked towards the ribs, all the way down. This time, one hand in front of the other, forward on the hands. Shoulders are away from the ears. Lift up your both legs and bend both legs rather, and rock them each side. You may not go very far, but it's okay. Keep both shoulders on the ground here. Keep the chest on the ground even. Take the legs back down and hands towards your shoulders and push up into our first proper downward dog of the day. Lifting the hips high, pedaling the feet, pushing down on the heels. Hamstrings should be pretty warmed up, should feel pretty good. Shoulders are pushing away from the ears. Breathing nice and deep. From here, take your left foot in between your two hands into a nice low lunge. Knee is over the left foot. Back leg is really engaged. Shoulders are pushing back. Chest is pushing forward. Hips are even. Breathing. Feel that lovely stretch in the upper thighs, the quads, Push your chest forward here. Push back on the heel. And now, again, pushing up onto your left toes, turning sideways. Right foot is flexed and extended, long spine. Feel that really good stretch in the upper thigh, the inner thigh rather. Nice deep breathing here, balancing on our fingertips. Your hips are even here. Slowly bring that right foot inward. Roll your weight over to it and get on the right toes, extending the left leg now. Left foot is flexed. Check your hips. We don't want them like that. We want the knee to the ceiling, the feet to the ceiling, the toes to the ceiling rather. Pushing the chest forward, using your core, feeling that stretch. If you want to take a heavy head here, you'll get a deeper stretch. Keep the foot flexed though. Shoulders away from the ears. Bring that left foot in slowly with control back to our yogi position, yogi squat. Heels on the floor, pushing towards the floor, heavy shoulders are pushing back, core is working. Head is heavy, arms are relaxed in front. Place your right hand flat on the floor, take your left hand behind you, now your right hand behind you, and gently come into a seated position. Well, Helen, I hope you've warmed up from the inside and out and your sweatshirt is off now. Okay, if you are ready for lotus or half lotus, great. If not, no worries. If you want a little help, sit on your blanket or pillows to lift your pelvis off the floor. So make sure you know which foot is on top. Most important is to find those sit bones nice and even on the floor. For a moment, let's just close our eyes. Let's do a little bit of just getting our breath back to normal. Close our eyes. Let's put our hands to our hearts and just breathe together. Nice long spine, core is working. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Very good. Left hand on right knee, twisting, pushing the chest forward, really keeping those sit bones even. Back shoulder is pushing back. Head can be wherever it's comfortable. Looking over the back shoulder. For those who want to work the neck a little bit, look over the left shoulder. Look up to the sky, over the left shoulder. Look down at the left knee. Back up to center. Changing sides. Right hand on left knee. Looking, twisting that torso, keeping both sit bones even. Push your chest forward. Shoulders pushing back. Core is working. Look over the right shoulder now if you want. Looking up to the ceiling. Looking up over the right. Breathing. Looking down at the right knee. And back to center. Hands interlaced behind your back, keeping as best as you can, straight spine, lifting the arms as high as they'll go, opening that chest. If you want to take it further, take your head all the way down, hands to the ceiling. Ready, lift those arms high. Breathing deeply. When you're ready to come up slowly with control. Bringing your arms slowly down to the mat. Hold on to each shoulder in front. Keep your spine nice and strong. And lift your elbows. They may not go too high. Nice, deep breathing. Lift them a little higher. And slowly bring them down. Change sides. One side may feel a little bit more natural than the other. So start with your shoulders down, core is working, long spine. On your inhale, lift the elbows. As you inhale, if you can get them another inch up, keep those shoulders down, no crunching. Inhale. One more time. Slowly bring those arms down. Shake them out. Very good. And let's just roll down one more time all the way to the floor. Hands can be in front or behind. Keep the sit bones even on the ground. Head is heavy, arms are relaxed, shoulders away from the ears. On your next inhale, roll up slowly, vertebra by vertebra. Back to our original position. Unravel those legs. Shake them out. And let's do the other side. So, one side is easier for me than the other. I don't know about you, it feels more natural, but we have to balance our bodies, and with practice, it becomes easier on both sides. So, starting with a nice tall spine, core is working, shoulders are rolling back. I can't remember what we did first, so we'll just do our usual twist. Right hand on left knee, looking over the left shoulder, opening across the collarbone, breathing, looking at the opposite shoulder. Push your chest forward here, lift your spine, looking up to the ceiling. Looking down at your knee. Back to center. Other way, right hand on, left hand on right knee. Really twisting, pushing your chest forward, keeping a long spine, shoulders pushing back. Working your neck, looking over your left shoulder now. Looking up over to the ceiling. Push that chest out. Looking down at your knees. Back to center. Find your alignment. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Lift up those arms. As far as you'll go, opening your chest. If you want to go all the way over, feel free. Lift those arms, open the chest. Slowly come up with control. Back to our original position, releasing the arms to our knees. Crossing one arm over the other, holding the shoulders. Inhale up, exhale. A little inch up. Inhale. Inhale. One more time, inhale. And slowly come down with control. Changing sides. Start from a long spine. Sit bones even. Lift those elbows. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Use your core here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly come down. Shake out your arms. And let's just come over one more time. Head heavy, arms are heavy behind or in front. Relax over. Shoulders away from the ears. On your next inhale, roll up slowly. All the way back up. Unravel those legs and shake them out. That was a lot. Okay, I think our spines are pretty open, but we're going to open them even more. Heels, hip width apart, core is already working, spine is long, head in line with the spine. Hold on to the knees. Feel the strength in your spine and your core before we start. Long neck, relax the jaw. Let's take a few inhales before we start. So inhale, ready, grow the spine, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, open up the palms, inhale up, exhale over, holding the feet or the ankles wherever you are today. Knees are parallel, and as you exhale, place those feet on the ground. Breathing. Feel that lower back really opening up here. On your next inhale, flex the feet and come to a diagonal spine, pushing the shoulders back. Use your core. Grow your neck. Big inhale. And send those feet down, exhale. Head is heavy. Shoulders away from the ears. On your next inhale, come to that long diagonal spine, holding onto your feet or your ankles. Lengthen through the spine, push the chest forward, use your core here. And one last time. Inhale and exhale down. When you feel you're coming out of those hip sockets, you really are loosening those hips up. From here, keeping the head down, try to extend both legs. You can hold on to your ankles or your toes, wherever you are. Those hamstrings are pretty warm. Breathe deeply and evenly here. From here, keep the head heavy. Place your hands on either side of your outside of your knees. Tuck your elbows and come to that diagonal long spine, keeping the legs straight and the feet flexed. Lengthen that spine. Shoulders are pushing back, chest is pushing forward, head in line with the spine. Try to relax the jaw. Your gaze is really between your ankles. Lengthen it a little bit more. Two more big breaths. Keep the elbows tucked. Push those shoulders back. And come to Tadasana. Long spine, feet are flexed. Take a few moments to catch your breath. From here, come forward, bending your knees with your feet, finding boat. Modified boat with bent knees or extended proper boat. Hold it for as long as you're able. Whoops, I'm way over today, my apologies. Two more big breaths. Come, bring your legs down slowly with control, all the way down. Look, that's just taking my space, but that's okay. All the way down. And we'll do one last twist before we go into Shavasana. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the time. So let's just first bring our knees into the chest. Give ourselves a big hug, rocking side to side. We worked a lot the lower back today and the chest. I hope you feel some subtle differences. Extend your left leg. Really bring that right knee to the chest. Really bring it in. Keep those hips even on the ground. Take that right knee all the way over, opening up the right arm, feeling the twist. Head can be where it's comfortable. But try and get that right shoulder on the ground. Breathe into it. Back to center. Extend the right leg, bring the left knee in, Big hug. Watch your nice long neck here. Take that left knee over to the right, opening up the left arm, trying to keep the left shoulder on the ground. Right leg is working. Breathe into it. Two more big breaths. Back to center. Extend that left leg. Take your feet about a foot apart. Relax the ankles and the knees. The shoulders, the glutes. Open up your palms away from your body. And if you feel too vulnerable like this, take your right hand on your heart, left hand on your belly. Relax your chin, your facial muscles, your shoulders, your neck. And just let go. Find your peace.